Of the Lisbon Town Council to order. Would you all please rise for the pledge? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Twyla, the roll call.
Councilor Bowie?
Here.
Councilor Bickford?
Here.
Councilor Cody?
Here.
Councilor La Rochelle?
Here.
Councilor Lund?
Here.
Councilor Mason?
Here.
And Councilor Pomelo is excused.
All right, the first item, Twyla.
There are no public hearings, so we begin with the consent agenda. Are there any things to be removed? Seeing none, there's a motion, Order 2011-110, to approve the off-premise catering permit for the Slovak Catholic Association.
All those in favor?
Motion so moved.
All right.
Second.
Okay. All right, all those in favor?
Order
And
passed.
opposed? All right.
Order passed 6-0.
Next item?
Order 2011-111, Council Working Rules.
We put in your packets a copy of with all the changes that was recommended and discussed at one of your workshops and meetings, with all the corrections and things that Lori had recommended. Anyway, hopefully got a chance to go through it and read it.
How does council feel about this? Any feedback we want to do here?
Yeah. I make a motion to accept it.
I'd like to make a comment before we do.
Go ahead.
I feel that the changing of the working rules is a form of censorship only. The reason that they are changing the working rules is because they feel that we can't get anything accomplished because people keep coming at us about issues in the town and things that aren't necessarily done the way that they feel it should be done. And I feel that changing the working rules is nothing more than censorship. And censorship goes against the Constitution of the United States. And each individual councilor has sworn to an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States. And as far as I'm concerned, this goes right against them. We have to be open to the people of this community, regardless whether or not anybody likes it or not. We are put here by the people of this community, and anything you do to stop them from speaking, addressing their concerns, is completely and totally against the Constitution, and I feel that this should never happen.
All right, does Councilor Bowie's motion have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. For myself, I think that certainly there's an argument there that we are having trouble, moving our meetings along in a timely fashion. What I would personally like to try is, rather than completely cutting off debate, that we would just allow like a 1 minute per person with only one time you can speak on an item as sort of a compromise in between there that would allow people to still speak if they have something really serious to speak about on an item, but wouldn't allow people to dominate the floor for a long time. Yes, go ahead.
One of the things through our workshop that we did discuss is the idea of originally from what it was written to, coming to some type of agreement in that workshop that we would actually still, the public still has an opportunity to speak, and they still have the information ahead about the items that are going forward. So it's not, I think the idea of using the word censorship is a little tough because I think we're still allowing them to have the same options and same freedoms they had before, but it just rearranges the meeting, so hopefully we can do it in a more productive way. So my second was to actually go along with the meeting rules as written, and I think there was a lot of work put into them. And it's a change that we can try, and if it doesn't work, we can come back and actually make it work out. I do believe it's something that we've been talking about for quite some time, and I think it's actually a move in the right direction to try to make our meetings a little bit more as business meetings, but still allowing the public to actually put in their information on all items that are actually listed. So again, I think it was a lot of work to go to get it to this point, so that's why I make a second to approve it as written.
All right. Roger, you had a point on debate?
I just seriously disagree with you. I think that this is just an attempt to keep people from speaking what they want to speak about into only what's on the agenda. When we have a council meeting, we are here to answer to the people. If they have a reason to come to the council, they should be able to address what they want to. And this document would change that, and I disagree with it. It's not the way that we should conduct our meeting.
I believe, Mark, Mayor, that we did change it so anything can be addressed on audience participation at the beginning of the meeting. I think Mike made a very, very valid point the last time that initial communication for the public could be on anything regardless. It didn't have to be actually on the agenda if it was.
Yes, but the problem is, Fern, is they cannot discuss anything that has come up during the meeting. And if there's people sitting in the audience that's taking time out of their lives to come to our council meetings, they should be addressed issues that we are discussing in the council meeting. And doing it beforehand completely cuts them out of any discussion on the issues that come before the council. And I don't think that's the correct way to be doing business. I think we will suffer as a council for it also.
Steve, has the lawyer had a chance to read this over before we...
He read over Lori's draft.
Okay. Do you have any comments? All right. Okay. Anything further from council? Anything from the public? Mr. Fillmore?
I'm reviewing. I don't know if I got the latest one or not, okay? I don't know what version I'm working off of. I'm working off of the version that's on the website. Oh, I'm Larry Fillmore. You didn't know that. Okay, and I've been through this document, and I'd like to go over it with the council if they have a moment. The first item is on deadlines. First page, it says under Agenda 2, deadlines. Agenda shall be provided to the council on Friday by the close of business. I would like to see added in there and posted on the website so that the people of the town of Lisbon will know what's going on and will have a few days to research the item and be able to talk intelligently at these meetings. Okay, now they have put out there on the website under agenda, documents and handouts. Okay, this was posted out there. Good thing. But what I'm saying is, if we're going to post the agenda on Fridays, which they do, then they should be able to post the handouts and the documents that go with it. That way we all have a chance to review them. The next item, the next one is under consent agendas. I don't understand that, what's in change there. Because it says, currently, all items appear to be questionable as to whether the item requires debate, as every item is left open for the public to comment on. I don't get that.
I think that's a comment from Lori that didn't get edited out.
Well, I mean, Mark, I'm going over this and I don't get it. You guys are going to vote on accepting it. I don't think that should be in there. Okay? We didn't just have the opportunity to consent on this meeting, and we've never have. And I don't think that's ever been an issue for anybody. So why put that line in there? I mean, I don't get it. All right, I'm sorry. I just don't get it. Then I go over to page, whatever it is, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. It's under actions on agenda items. During the designated public hearing time or during the designated audience participation time. Don't get it. The audience participation time is for new items that are not on the agenda. We need to confine our comments to the items that are on the agenda when you're discussing them, not wandering off into another world. That's what we have audience participation for. So the line is totally unnecessary, as is in E. You have the same thing. Don't understand why we're doing that. Okay? If we have audience participation, and if you want to move it to the front, that's fine with me. I mean, I got no issues with where we talk. What I'm saying is, we all still have a comment on these items that come up before the board or the council. So I don't understand what the purpose is. And the other thing is, if you want to move a meeting along, the ideal way to do this is to present all of the facts that you have, okay, to everybody so that they can review them. Because facts are what speak for themselves. If you have all the facts on the table, then there should be very little time for debate or need for debate because everybody knows what's going on. What's happening is the only information you people get are the ones that you know that are guiding you towards the answer that you want to hear. Okay? We bring out different comments, then we shouldn't have to. Because it should be, all the facts should be presented at once. And then let the facts speak for themselves. No need for us to speak. None whatsoever. If we have all the facts. But we don't always get the facts. And that's where I think that we're having the problem on moving meetings and getting things done. If you present the facts, they'll speak for themselves. And you can come to a good, sound conclusion if you have all the facts. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything further from the public? Okay. All right. There's a couple lines in here by Mr. Fillmore there on number 2, the deadline about the parentheses comment. I believe both that and in number 3 there's a parentheses comment that were leftover notes that are in there. And I'd like to offer an amendment to remove those 2 lines that are in parentheses under deadline on the first page. Under number 2, deadline, that parentheses comment, and number 3, parentheses comment right there. I'd like to offer an amendment to strike those. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor of the amendment to alter the motion on the floor?
To actually remove the items that have been...
Just to remove those struck-through items there.
Yeah, that's the problem.
All right. All and against? Okay.
Order carries for the amendment. The main motion is to accept it as written with the removed items.
All right. All those in favor? And opposed? And we will see how it works, and if it doesn't work, we can come back and make some changes to it if the public feels that they're not happy with it or if we feel we're not getting information. So we're going to try it, and it's not the end of the world. It's not necessarily forever. All right, next up.